ought to have power again.
Going down.
Right here. Who's there?
Stop right there!
Nice. Take no prisoners. Long live.
Detected.
There's the reactor. Not a bad piece of work for its time.
There we go.
compromised. Engaging.
Come on. Moving in. On. Let's go. Come on. Follow. Come on. Let's go.
Guess they weren't so good at mitigating radiation back in those days. Levels are almost off the charts.
Look alive.
Let's take a look at what you've got.
Initiating decontamination sequence. Decontamination complete. You may proceed. Initiating decontamination sequence. Emanation complete. You may proceed.
It should be a report at the top of the building.
Examination complete.
I'm in.
Engaging.
That's it.
You certainly have a knack for adapting to technology.
These guys just don't know when they're beaten, do they? I'll help the synths buy some time. Make sure you get back to the Institute with the agitator.
Right here. Taking damage.
Don't move.
They're cutting down our squad.
Must be destroyed. Hello?
Damage.
Got. Hey, just wanted to say, no hard feelings. All right?
Believe it or not, I haven't had a raider threaten to cut my face off for at least 4 hours. Maybe my luck is changing.
Yeah, I'd bring my kids here someday. If not for all these raiders.
Must be stressful. Running this den of backstabbers.
I feel kind of bad for these traders. Having to wear the problems like that.
Shelby?
Gotta keep stocked up on supplies.
I'll take a look. Sure.
Sure thing.
You see that crazy robot dressed like a bottle?
Let's see what you have.
Sure.
Hey, it's the baddest.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
My pleasure.
The raiders keep talking about bloodworms. I hope I never find out what those are.
Looking to chill out or get fired up. Either way, I got.
Nice work bringing that rogue signal.
If you require maintenance, please file a report with the Facilities Division.
I dislike resorting to the use of Commonwealth technology. For the advantage it will provide in this case cannot.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
Your presence here is a great gift, not just a problem.
Being the director of the Institute is a serious commitment.
The Institute's a big place. It might take a while to learn where everything is.
Dr. Fillmore?
I think that was enough excitement for, well, ever. Thank you, really. Couldn't have managed it without you. I'll make sure the agitator gets where it needs to go. I understand Father is anxious to get you involved in something else. You'd better not keep him waiting.
Remember to conserve power at every opportunity.
Synth unit, you were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Hey
Nothing
there.
to report, sir.
Unit
I carried out.
X688 speaks
We
highly
are
of your
honored
combat
to welcome
skills.
you here.
Dr. Ao saw you accessing a terminal. You know you are not permitted to access terminals in that section. Is Dr. Ao listening?
Yes. I mean, no, he's not. But I was only.
What is it? Were you or weren't you accessing a terminal in SRB?
I was, but I swear it's not what it sounds like. I was cleaning the terminal and it switched on by mistake. I was just shutting it down.
Was that a stutter? Have you developed a defect, unit? Maybe you need to be reset.
Sir, I assure you that won't be necessary.
X688 sounded very impressed with your work at Liberty.
You don't want me to tell you
He doesn't
twice.
give praise lightly.
Now get back to your duty.
I see. And you've been getting extra rest?
There are many more of these questions.
Okay. Any additional pain?
Dr. Higgs and
Not that
Logan
I know.
are in violation of
I
several
feel quite well.
regulations.
You wanted to see me?
I understand mass fusion was a success, despite interference from the Brotherhood of Steel.
We handled them just fine.
That's what Dr. Fillmore reported. I'm quite pleased at the results. Would have been a terrible setback to lose that technology. The Brotherhood's intervention must be placed in a larger context, however, given their penchant for hoarding technology. Future conflict with them is guaranteed. We are, after all, keepers of the most advanced technology. It also cannot go unnoticed that there were concerns within the Institute about your allegiances. I, of course, never doubted your commitment to our cause. But by directly confronting the Brotherhood, I think you've put some others at ease. I'm proud of you, regardless. The Brotherhood is an issue for the future, and look at me. I'm wasting time.
Whatever it is,
I certainly hope so. While you were working with Dr. Fillmore, a small team was dispatched elsewhere in the Commonwealth. Dr. Thompson was tasked with inviting someone from the Commonwealth to join the Institute.
do you often extend invitations to join?
No, certainly not. Ordinarily, it would never be considered. But this case presented very special circumstances. There was no indication that this would be a problem. But the arrival of the team was an unwelcome. Somewhere along the way, he must have realized we'd been monitoring him from a distance. He called in mercenaries to defend him. I'm sure they're nothing we can't handle. Ensure the safety of the team and Mr. Wallace, and see that they all arrive back here safe. I'll be waiting.
Thank God you're here. I was starting to worry we might not make it out of this mess.
Let's focus on getting back.
I couldn't agree more. I know he's potentially important to Phase 3 and all, but I'm not sure it's worth putting...
This does seem like lots of effort for just one man.
Look, if things were different, we might not be here. Not now, at least. But with the situation in the Commonwealth being what it is, I know they've been keeping an eye on him for years. But once they realized how smart he was and what an asset he could be for Phase 3, I think they even fed him scientific material from time to time to see how good he was, you know, testing him, to see if he was Let's just get Wallace and get out of here.
No argument from me. Let's go.
Right. There's just, well, there's a slight problem. I was thinking...
Any advice on how to talk to him?
Don't make him angry. Let him know we're not going to hurt him. In fact, his life...
Mr. Wallace, I'm here to talk to you.
You're another one of them, aren't you? Are you a robot?
Don't be ridiculous. Of course I'm not a robot.
That's exactly what a robot would say. I've heard all the stories. I know exactly what happens to people when the Institute shows up. Well, it's not happening to me.
Hey, just calm down, okay? I just want to talk to you.
Fine. What do you want from me?
The Institute needs your help, Mr. Wallace. It's as simple as that.
My help? With what?
The Institute has an engineering problem that your scientific expertise could help solve. In exchange for helping us out, you'd be granted access to the most advanced research facility imaginable. Whatever research you wanted to perform, anything, it's possible there. I promise. You'd be safe and secure in a way that's completely impossible anywhere else.
You'd be helping us create a better world.
That sounds good. Okay, fine. I'll go.
You must be pretty excited being named the next director. Okay. I think we've got this under control now. Thanks. I mean...
Hey, I'm here to help.
I really mean it. I owe you one.
Sure.
I'll see you back in the Institute.
Requisition clearance granted. How may I help you?
I wouldn't be here if not for your son.
Sean?
Ah, there you are. I cannot express how pleased I am. Our new guest is familiarizing himself with his surroundings. Yet he's already pointed out several inefficiencies in our methods. With his help, Phase 3 will be ready in no time. And it's all thanks to you.
I'm proud to help the Institute. Here's hoping it all pays off.
At this point, there is no doubt. And very shortly, there is one more part for you to play. And I think you might enjoy it. It is time to announce our presence to the Commonwealth.
That's a good idea. Hopefully we can prevent violence.
Yes, that is one goal. We've prepared. Use the microphone here.
For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists, that we are among you. It's true. But it's not the whole truth. We are here, and we are here to help. Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground ceases to exist. Ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your personal freedoms. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in unnecessary difficulties for all parties. Rest easy. Know that the future is in safe hands, and that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Well, that was interesting. Perhaps not what we originally intended, but it will certainly get your point across. Now it's time to make sure that everyone hears it. How would you feel about making a little trip to Diamond City?
I could use them.
A quaint phrase.
Yes.
The radio station. If we'd like the people to hear what we have to say. Before we preempt their broadcast, we need to ensure I've been assured that the necessary parts are on site. You'll just need to install. Report back when you're done.
Excuse me.
Once your work has been done in Diamond City, we can proceed. Once your work has been done in Diamond City, we can proceed.
Dad says not to talk to strangers.
You hear about the battle between the Brotherhood and the Institute? When it bothered her, got killed or something.
Hi. There.
Okay, let's try this.
Hey, I mean, Hi. Again.
Maybe
Hi?
this goes
Hi.
here. Hello.
I don't, okay. I usually don't.
All right. In you go.
This radio station, well, you'll notice there aren't any other ones. So, don't break my stuff if you don't mind. This radio station, well, you'll notice there aren't any other ones. So, don't break my stuff if you don't mind.
Sounds like those raiders have never tried.
Are you going to tell me about this mysterious phase?
No.
Remember, health and happiness go hand in hand.
The synths are treating you well, I hope?
We don't usually welcome outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
Take good care of yourself, and you won't.
Enjoy your trip to the big city. It's done then? The transmitter.
Sure. Everything is in place.
Good. Once, I'll let you do this, my friends, is the moment we've all worked towards. After all your effort, the time has finally come to start our reaction. No longer will we be forced to compromise to survive. No more will we need worry about outpacing our resources. My mother and I couldn't be more proud of what you have helped us and we look forward to achieving even greater things in the future. The Institute is now truly mankind's best hope. Thank you. All of you.
Sean?
It's almost hard to believe. After all those years of hard work, here we are. We've arrived. Look what you've made.
I did good work, didn't I?
Yeah, there's more work to be done. The Directorate has convened a meeting about how to proceed. I'm not going to attend. You...
I have to admit, the third generation synths
I apologize for any disruptions that my work might cause.
Unit B592
May I be
is
the first to
undergoing
welcome
the
you, man.
reclamation
We're looking
process as
forward
we
to
speak.
working with you.
Before long, he'll be back in the workforce.
Let's just get down to business.
Yes, of course.
Right now, we're all here because it's finally time to stand up for ourselves.
Let's not be dramatic, Justin.
There's nothing dramatic about it. We're in a position to push back, to assert ourselves here. That's what we've talked about.
To bring you up to speed, obviously there are groups in the Commonwealth that stand in opposition to the Institute's goals. With the reactor now online, we have the ability to not only expand synth production, but to project power to a much greater degree.
Where are you going with this? What's the Institute's goal?
Well, the Directorate has agreed that steps must be taken to ensure our safety in the long run.
Let's not beat around the bush. The Directorate has agreed that the Brotherhood of Steel needs to be eliminated.
As the incoming director, we felt it important to inform you of the decision and get your thoughts on it. So, where do you stand?
I think the last thing the Institute needs now is to make things worse. We should be trying to avoid conflict, not starting it.
I would love to see that big airship fly off over the horizon, but it's not gonna happen. The conflict is already upon us. Unless we end it now, it's only going to get worse.
We really don't have a choice. If we're to emerge from this the victors, we need to move quickly. As director, it's up to you and how we focus our efforts in achieving this goal. We'd like your input on what direction we should take. Do we increase synth production or focus on weapons development?
What would the results of this choice be? I'd like to make a well-informed decision.
Well, if we increase synth production, we'd be able to deploy more of them to the Commonwealth to aid in our operations. Weapon development would improve the weapons we have available to us now, making our synths more effective in the field. Which would you prefer we focus on?
I've seen enough to know that weapons are the key to winning wars. Let's focus on weapons development.
As you wish. The advanced systems folks will get to work immediately. That's all we have for the moment. I believe Father wished to speak with you once our meeting concluded.
To be frank, I don't agree with Father's decision, but I'll accept it.
Have you seen J522 around? He didn't show up.
We got more than enough.
Remember to practice good sanitation habits at all times.
Ah, there you are. You've met with the Directorate. I assume they made their intentions known? It was difficult for them to reach the decision to engage in open hostility.
How long has this been coming?
The arrival of the Brotherhood's airship was the final straw, really. There's just too much at stake.
You know, Mother, it's no secret that you worked with the Railroad in order to first reach the
The depth of your involvement with them has been called into question repeatedly. The question is, where do you stand with them now? Do you count them amongst your allies?
Does it even matter? What are you getting at?
I think it's obvious. For the Institute's position in the Commonwealth to be secure, The railroad must be eliminated. Completely. As our primary above-ground operative and someone who has had previous contact with the railroad, you are in the best position to carry this out. So what I'm getting at, simply, is this. Are you willing to destroy them?
There has to be another solution here. Something less violent.
I'm afraid the time for hesitation has passed. We must act decisively, and we must act now. Will you do it?
Is this really necessary?
I'm afraid it is. I take no pleasure in it, but it must be done, for the sake of everyone in the Institute. And it must be done now. Are you willing?
I won't do that to them.
Even knowing that they would kill all of us, you included, to get what they want. I'm sorry, but consider this an order. It must be done. I'll expect a report when they've been eliminated. It's unfortunate that it's come to this, but there's really no other way.